Let's go to the next one.
Big deer. Oh, yeah, bus.
He's on now.
Ja. ये वो हमारी रिवर ड्यू टू
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Does they got pointed scales?
पता नहीं है नहीं दब नहीं रहा ਇੱਥੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ ਪੱਕਾ ਮਗਰਮੱਛ ਕੱਛੂ ਬਾਥੀ ਆ ਗਈ ਇੱਥੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਬੈਠੀ ਆ ਓਏ ਉਹ ਦੇਖ ਉਹ ਸੀ ਇੱਧਰ
On the log. On the rock. On the rock. That's it, she said.
He's moving.
ਇੱਕ ਮੈਂ ਵੇਖੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਭੁੱਖ ਲੱਗੀ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਿੱਕੀਆਂ ਨਿੱਕੀਆਂ ਅੱਖਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਸੀ ਆ ਦੇਖੋ ਮੂੰਹ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਿਖਦਾ ਮਾਰਿਆ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਫਿਰਦਾ ਉਧਰ ਉਧਰ ਪਰਾਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੁਛ ਮਾਰਨਾ ਓਏ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਹ ਕੰਮ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਕੈਮਰੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਇੱਥੇ
No, he's like, I'll just look from here.
Yeah, I'm not losing my mind. What's up, Dini? You all that do?
ਉਹ ਫਿਰਦਾ ਓਏ ਛੋਟੇ ਭੈਣ ਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਓਏ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਫਿਰਦਾ ਵੀ ਆ ਇਹ ਬਾਰੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਸਾਈਡ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਉਧਰ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਹੋਇਆ 에ਅਰ ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਇਆ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਬੈਠਾ ਗਾ ਓਏ ਉਹਦੇ ਫਿਰਦਾ ਉਹ ਬੈਠਾ ਦਿਸਦਾ ਕਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਬੈਠਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਕਾਲਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਨਿੱਕਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਅੱਗ ਛੱਡਦਾ ਯਾਰ ਇਹ देखो इधर ਉਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਸੱਤ ਰੰਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਮੂੰਹ ਵਾਲਾ ਓਏ ਇੱਧਰ ਆ ਜਾਓ, ਇੱਧਰ ਆਓ, ਅਸੀਂ ਅੱਗੇ। Fuck man. ਐ ਕਰੀ ਬੈਠਾਗਾ। ਆ ਤੇਰੀ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਓਏ, ਉਹ ਤੇਰੀ ਡਿਮਾਂਡ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ, ਮੂੰਹ ਟੱਡੀ ਬੈਠਾ। ਫੋਟੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ, ਅਸਲੀ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ, ਅਸਲੀ ਆ ਉਹ। ਅੱਖਾਂ ਦੇਖੋ ਜੀ, ਅੱਖਾਂ ਘੁੰਮਦੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂਆਂ। ਉਹ ਬੈਠਾ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ, ਉਹ ਛੋਡੀ ਪਾਣ ਨੂੰ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਇੱਕ, ਆ ਬੈਠਾ ਇੱਥੇ, ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਬੈਠਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਆ ਜਾਲ ਤੋੜ ਕੇ ਆਊਗਾ ਇੱਧਰੋਂ। ਆ ਬੈਠਾ ਇੱਧਰ ਇੱਧਰ ਇੱਧਰ। ਕੱਡਾ ਉਹ, ਇਹਦਾ ਪਿੰਜਰੇ 'ਚ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਵੀ ਔਖਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਕਾਹਦੇ ਤੇ, ਕਾਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਸਕੈਨ ਆ? ਕੋਈ ਕੋਡ ਸਕੈਨ ਆ? ਫਿਰ ਕਰਿਆ ਜਾ ਭੱਜਾ। ਚਾਹ ਦੀ ਕਹਿ ਗਈ ਨਾ ਯਾਰ, ਚਾਹ ਲਾਤੇ ਆ। ਕਿਉਂ, ਤਾਂ ਕਿਹੜੀ ਪੀਣੀ ਸੀ?
But more importantly, we would like to recognise the Gully, the traditional custodians of the land we're standing on, and we'd like to acknowledge those elders, past, present and emerging.
Thank you for that, Shannon. Now we do have a question for you all today. Who is visiting us for the very first time? Wow!
Oh yes, so many of you, but I do see some familiar faces too. Well, you know what? hope you're having an amazing day, checking out Australia on this beautiful day, but also getting to see our incredible animals who actually play a really important role as ambassadors for their wild counterparts.
They sure do, Shannon, but unfortunately animals out in the wild still face the threat to plastic pollution or entanglement every single day. Now this can all help make a difference just by simply changing a few of our habits.
Yeah, we sure can. So today we've asked our bird crew for a little assistance to show you just how easy it can be to keep Australia looking beautiful for years to come.
That's right. Now today we've been joined by Jara and Luca, and they're here to show you just how easy it is to keep Australia looking beautiful for years to come.
Simply by disposing of our rubbish, we can help protect so many beautiful species and their habitats.
And don't forget guys, if you reduce the amount of plastic you use by recycling and reusing wherever possible.
Well, if they can do it, I'm pretty sure we all can. So ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Jara and Luca! Wow, Amelia, those birds, they're so clever and they put in such a good mood. I'm thinking that maybe we should give away some free stuff that, hang on, I don't know, does anyone actually like free stuff?
Yes, I love that. Of course we like free stuff, but unfortunately, in this world, nothing actually is truly for free. So we're going to make you work just a little hard for your prizes today. And seeming we're at a zoo, why not? Can we please, Shannon, do some animal impersonation?
Amelia, that sounds like a great idea, but you know what? We have such a big crowd today, I'm thinking we should split it into groups and give away 2 prizes.
Alright, I like it. So I'm taking the very energy side today. You guys in front of me, all the way around into our VIP section. Congratulations, guys. You're my group number 1.
Alright.
Thank you.
And then that'll leave everyone from the VIP section all the way this entire side and onto the big screen. You are beautiful, group number 2.
Alright, group number 1. You guys are going to kick it off, but I feel like you need a little bit of inspiration out there, so why not, while I got Shannon here, do you want to give them an example? Or, you know, give them a theme or an animal, maybe one of your favourites?
You're really putting me on the spot here, Amelia. But I went with so many beautiful animals here, but I'll never go past the good old favourite. Are you ready?
Ready, the stage is yours. What was it? A chicken? Yeah. That's your favourite? Yeah. Out of all the animals you work with?
Good old fun chicken.
Okay. Alright, I like it. Okay, I'm going to throw it completely over to you guys. Let's do a theme. Let's do any birds. Like we could do some emus, maybe a cockatoo, anything like that, guys. But remember, you have to stand up to stand out. Are we ready, group number 1? On 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah! Keep going, guys. Keep going. Oh, we got lots of birds today. Wow, you guys want to take off? Good job, guys. Keep going. Oh, very nice. Oh, it's up right. I'm really struggling. Keep going. Keep going. Settle down. Wow. Calm down, guys. Back with these seats. That was incredible. That was a lot of energy. I'm very proud of you guys. I love that there's more adults than kids. Love that. Now, choose one is really tricky. But I'm actually going to go with maybe a bit of an embarrassing one. Let's go. So, I've lost it now. You sat down. Grey shirt and the red stripes. I did see you for a moment. Hop up. Do what you did for the whole crocodile. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! I thought that was great! You got a prize coming your way.
Good effort, alright. Group number 2, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you. Now, Amelia, not gonna lie, that was a little bit embarrassing. You put me on the spot there, so it's only fair. It is now your turn to pick an animal for group number 2.
Wow, yes, I do see that as fair, but I don't know what to pick. Alright, looking at you guys, I think this one might suit you perfectly. Are we ready?
Cheeky monkey, yeah. Alright, we are pretty cheeky over here, but you know what? Group number 2, I'm gonna throw it over to you. You can be primates of all kinds, anything from an orangutan to a big silverback gorilla. Hey, gentlemen, I'll let you in on a little secret. If you have a hairy chest, get it out because Amelia here, she loves to see it. Don't you, Bill? Yeah. All right, group number 2, cheeky buckets on 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, we really made Amelia proud up there, didn't we? So, I think we all know who the winner is. Before you button up there, hey, you know the drill with the hat and the glasses. Yeah, stand up. You're going to do that one more time. On 3, 2, 1, go! And there's the prize coming straight away.
And put your shirt back on, thank you. But, ladies and gentlemen, gosh, we wish we could give a prize to each and every one of you, but we do promise our wildlife show coming up will definitely be a prize enough for you all.
It sure will, but you know what? Now it is the perfect time to pay tribute to the man himself, Steve Irwin. If you want, yeah, give it up to Steve. With lots of great love, passion, and enthusiasm for wildlife, none of this and definitely none of us would even be here today. Now, Steve, he was famous for so many things, but he was famous for one word in particular. Can anyone tell me what that word was?
Crikey, that is right. So what we're going to do now, we like to call at Australia Zoo a good old-fashioned crack-off. So group number 1, this time we are in competition with group number 2. Now this is how it's going to work. I'm going to need every single one of you up out of your seats, your thumbs in the air, giving me your loudest and proudest crikey in honor of Steve. And then looking at numbers, I think we're pretty even. Group number 2, you're going to try and beat us.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one today, Amelia, but I'm pretty good at this old crack-off. So to make it fair on your group, we're going to pick a judge, right? So I'm going to look up into our VIP section. I just want to see a raise of a hand. Would anyone like to be a judge? Yeah, perfect. Black shirt, red hat. Mate, all you have to do is pick the loudest side.
Loudest side. Now technically, you are on side number 1. Remember that. Alright, so group number 1, we're going to go first. Now we'll let you in on a little secret. I haven't won in a really long time. So please give me all, guys. I've got a long losing streak. Give me a win. Are we ready? Everyone, up out of your seats. Your thumbs in the air. Get your lungs pumping. On 3, 2, 1. That was great. Good job. You're not going to be able to hear them.
Oh, yeah, okay, I can see why you never win. Good
Wow.
try, group number 1. Let us show you how it's done. Alright, group number 2. I'm going to need every single one of you out of your seats. You need to be crikey. On 3, 2, 1. Woo! Didn't I tell you, Amelia?
But, Judge, this is all up to you. Take your time. Who's it going to be? It's group number 2!
Congratulations, group number 2. We've done it. We've won our very own wildlife warriors crack-off. Stay exactly where you are. Oh, okay. This is a little bit awkward, Josh, because you are on group number 1. Yeah, you are. Yeah, group number 1, when you lose the crack-off, you all have to stand up again, take Amelia with you, and leave. Sorry.
Judge, that includes us. Come on. You decided this. Nah, I'm just kidding. Come on. Group number 1, are you going to leave? I hope you don't. Please stick around. Come on. Do you guys want to see some wildlife? I'm glad to hear. All right. I think that's enough out of us. So please sit back, relax, check out that big screen, and enjoy Australia Zoo's Wildlife Warriors.
We'll be right back.
Come with me, share it with me, share my wildlife with me. because humans want to say things that they love. My job, my mission, the reason I've been put onto this planet is to save wildlife. And I thank you for coming with me. Yeah, let's get it.
G'day and welcome to Wildlife Warriors!
Today is a celebration of wildlife and conservation, and you all know it is thanks to Steve Stream, featuring our animal view from all around the world.
These marvels flying over your heads are our beautiful macaws, native to Central and South America, and they are pretty hard to miss, both in sight and sound.
There are 17 different species of macaw, and they range in size from a small parrot right up to your hyacinth, which can grow to over 1 meter long.
And they all have their own unique personalities and looks. Those feather lines on their faces are just like our fingerprints, unmatchable to any other.
But unfortunately, it's because of their beauty they're being stolen from their forest homes that were sold as pets. But make no mistake, it is all of us that can help to keep these beautiful birds flying free. That's why I always say no to the illegal wildlife trade.
And trust us, folks, you do not want a pet bird that can live to be 100 years of age, but will forever remain as hyperactive as a 5-year-old child.
Oh wow. Well, on that note, Amelia, we should take this from feathers to scales.
Oh, alright. Check out these snakes coming round the Crocodile. Now, here in Australia, we are quite a lucky country because we are home to more venomous species of snake than non-venomous. But don't worry, I think you'll all be pretty glad to hear that these snakes are all of the non-venomous variety and they're feeling pretty relaxed. And that's because they've grown up right here at Australia Zoo.
Now, if you were to see the world through a snake's eyes, you'd notice that they rely on movement rather than shapes or colours. And you might be surprised to know that snakes don't have ears.
Yeah, that's a really cool fact, Shannon, because basically if I yell or scream, they're not going to hear me. But if I step on one, now that is a totally different story.
It sure is. If a wild snake feeling cornered or threatened, the only way it can protect itself is to bite. So it makes sense people tend to get bitten when they're trying to catch or even kill a snake.
That's right, so fortunately for us, first aid is really easy and simple. If ever you or one of your mates is unlucky enough to get bitten, there are a few things that can come in really handy.
Just like a compression bandage. Oh, Amelia, I forgot to bring a bandage. I thought you would have a backup or something. Like, I don't bring it.
Okay, lucky I don't rely on Shannon, because I actually have a plan B. Thanks to Luca, we have exactly what we need, which is our compression bandage. Now, if you don't have a bandage or a beautiful bird to deliver it, don't you worry, an item of clothing or even a belt can do the trick.
Oh, what could I do without Luca? But you know what, Amelia? Who better to demonstrate how to use that compression bandage than Steve and Terry?
Here in Australia, we've got a technique that we use to get bitten by a snake. It's very successful. There's a snake right now, right there. I got it! It's the Tuna boat snake! Highly venomous, but I think, it's bit me! Right on the hand. Right there. Terry! I've been bitten by a snake!
What kind of snake?
A road snake! Highly venomous road snake! There it is, right there.
Be calm.
Be calm.
Lay down.
I got the road snake up there. The road snake's still there.
You must lay down.
Oh. Okay. Wait, yeah. It's over there. You see where the fan marks are?
Yes, I can see the fang marks. I have a pressure bandage.
We're gonna go, mate. We're gonna go.
No, you must lay down and be calm.
Okay, I'm calm now.
Are you calm?
But I might die.
No, you won't die if you are calm. I'm putting the pressure bandage on.
Okay.
Does it kind of hurt because it's really going on tight?
Yeah, it's a little bit tight.
Okay, don't cry.
I'll try hard.
Okay, pressure bandage is going on all the way up the limb. You know why we put the pressure bandage on?
No.
Because the venom goes into the lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system processes the venom through your whole body. So if we put the pressure bandage on, it keeps the venom in your arm, which can't kill you. But if it goes through your whole body, then you will be doomed.
Not doomed.
Yes.
By a road snake?
Yes. But stay calm and I will save you.
Okay.
Okay, are you being calm?
I'll go.
Now I have to carry the car. Yeah, come on. Get up.
Okay.
Okay, still. What? Okay. What a great video. Go keep your eye out for those rope snakes. But in all seriousness, let's recap those 3 important steps.
So, step 1, get calm and still.
Step number 2, apply that compression bandage. If you don't have one, a piece of clothing or even a belt can do the trick.
And step number 3, call an ambulance. Don't move until they arrive and always let that help come to you.
Well, that is excellent advice, Shannon, but I think we better get out of here because Crystal is going to take you all to the skies.
Oh, thank you very much, ladies. They do deserve a little bit of a round of applause. Now, in Australia, we're home to such a large diversity of bird life. Now, if you're lucky enough, you might just see a beautiful whistling kite, just like Fletcher here. Now, Fletcher is a bird of prey. Now, that means he eats meat items. However, he isn't just any old bird of prey. He's a specialised hunter known as a raptor. Now, to define a raptor, you do have to possess a couple of key features. Number 1 is really good eyesight. Number 2 is a hooked and curved beak, which he will use to rip apart his prey items into bite-sized pieces. And third but not least is nice strong talons, which he's going to use to catch and kill his prey items. Now check him out as he does carve up the skies in the Crocodile here today. It is very windy, but birds of prey, they're designed to fly into the wind. Now that does give them a free flight across the Crocodile, so he won't have to work too much at all. So what he's just done is work his way down those thermals, and we'll get him back to our dog for one more flight. Oh, good boy, Fletcher. That was a nice landing. Now, when I say we have many different species of birds of prey across Australia, they all have different hunting techniques. Now, one really cool thing is what's known as eating on the wings. Now, that's where they're able to catch their food with their talons, fly around, pass their food to their mouth. Now, that does conserve energy and it helps them hide their food from any other birds of prey. Now, they're quite cheeky in nature, so their cousin, the black kite, they're actually found hanging around fires. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to wait for any fleeing insects or rodents. Not only that, they take it to another level. They will pick up a twig from that burning fire, drop it somewhere else. Now, that's another abundance of food for them. Now, unfortunately, Fletcher's completely blind in one eye, as he is a rescue bird. But we're able to give him a second chance of life here at Australia Zoo. Now, as you can see, he carves up the show every single day here for you guys to see. Now, we've all grown with Fletchy, so thank you very much, Fletcher. But we're going to take this from aerial to aquatic, where we're going to open up a whole new world of hunting. Where some species of bird, well, they can swim as deep and as fast as the fish. Now that's exactly how your cormorants, just like these two birds, will catch their aquatic meals. Now Albert, he's the larger of the two. Now he's what's known as a greater cormorant. And Scuba here, she has that beautiful two-tone coloration. Now she's what's known as a little pied cormorant. And as you can see, they're perfectly designed for life in the water, as they do lack that water-resistant coating on their feathers that many other birds do have. Now, whilst this is great for life under the water, well, a bird, they just cannot take to the skies with wet feathers. Now, that's why you will see your cormorants, just like Albert, lining their banks throughout Australia with their wings outstretched, just as if they're hanging themselves out to dry. Oh, they deserve that, don't they? They are very cute. Now, Albert and Scuba, there are only 2 out of 5 different species of cormorant that we're lucky enough to have here in Australia. So if you keep your eyes peeled, you might see some of their friends. But now, this is my most favourite part of the show. Whilst there are some birds that like to dive beneath the water, there are some that like to stalk the shallows in search of a fresh catch. Now our next bird, he will be making his grand entrance from outside of the Crocodile. Now our locals of the north, They have a wingspan of up to 2 meters in length. Now they can soar at the highest of altitudes. Although aerial prey is not their choice, they are aquatic predators. Now if you direct your eyes above the roof, we're about to be joined by the only species stork in Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, check him out above the big screen. Come on, Dougie, you can do it today. Hey, Doug. Oh wow, and never gets old. So what he's going to do is he's going to try and make he's taking the easy option out. I think he's going to go do adventure time around the zoo, but that was pretty epic flight for him. He tried so hard. So what we're going to do, I'm going to check out where he's at before we move on to the show. And if you guys don't mind, check out this clip.
Waterways throughout the whole of Australia are likely to be home to hundreds of different species of water birds. Not just found on the coastal regions of Australia, but also found in estuaries, harbours, mangroves, and even large inland wetlands. So what exactly makes a water bird? It is as simple as birds that live on or around the water. Freshwater, saltwater, seabirds, shorebirds, any bird that inhabits or depends on water bodies or wetlands. Some prefer to walk through the water in search of a feed, to others that fly high above the water, looking for their next fresh catch. Now some of these water birds live a little closer than you may think, and that is right here at Australia Zoo. Keep an eye out for our beautiful jabiroos and our chatty froggers. Our rainforest aviary is home to the most widespread ibis species, the glossy ibis, and our water-loving bird-eating ducks. You may also be lucky enough to spot our brownie kite and blue-winged kookaburra, two very frequent visitors to our bird of prey demonstration.
Yeah, that's cool. Hey, there we're back on. Now, I was wondering if you guys would like to help us today by calling Doug's name. So what he is doing, he's close by the crocodile. Now, you would have heard a bit of a banging noise outside before. He does know to come to that sound. Now, this bucket is a big reinforcer. So, on the count of 3, you want someone to bang the bucket and we'll call him? He's gone? Up? Too late, he's gone. No, I was really hoping to get him to the crocodile today. So what I'm doing is communicating to a couple of people around the stand, so I know exactly where Douglas has gone. Because if he's too close to the crocodile, we don't really want to go on with the show, and we want him to end his routine here in the crocodile today. Now, he's a bird, he's not a robot. They have their bad days just like we do as humans. Now, he did make a pretty amazing entrance. Now, he has a pretty big wingspan. Now, it looks like I'm still talking because he's not 100% home yet, but he's not coming to the crocodile either. So should I dance for everyone? No, I'm still pretty proud of him though, that it never gets old. Now, you heard me say this is my most favourite part of the show. When he does surf around the crocodile and land, it's pretty amazing. Now, his wings, they're designed to catch pockets of hot air. Now, that does help him soar across the skies without too much effort at all. Now, unfortunately for us today, it seems like it's away from the crocodile, but he did actually try really hard to come around that big screen and make it into here. Now, did anyone see his big long legs as he was flying? Yeah? Now, they did look a bit awkward in flight, but they do make it for a really good landing. So, as I said, he's a fisherman and he does make his way through the water to stalk for his prey. I'm just going to old script. Should I make fun of Claire? No, so as I said, they are aquatic predators. Now, that beak of his, if anyone sees his beak, I know you saw his wings. Put your hands up if you saw his beak. Yeah? It's pretty cool. So what do you reckon he does with that beak? He's going to wade through the shallows and search for his prey. Now, the things he can go after are like fish, crustaceans, eels, and sometimes even juvenile crocodiles. Now, We're pretty lucky to have Douglas here at the zoo, as I know, he's one of the only free flight birds or jabberoos across Australia. Now, did I even tell you what he was? Or did I just start talking about him? He's a jabberoo, or commonly known as a black-necked stork. So, you would have heard me just stop for a second and listen to my radio, because I think Douglas is having a bit of an adventure time around the zoo today. It's pretty much what it is. He's going to adventure around the zoo. I just want to see where he's at before we do move on to the next part of the show. Now, he actually did pretty good today. You can imagine he does fly all the way from his enclosure, which is up right over that side of the zoo, into the Crocodile. So he's got to get through a lot of different trees and traffic and things like that to get here to meet you today. And I'm still pretty happy he made that. Give me 1 second, I'm going to talk to Claire and see what's going on. He's at his most favourite place in the zoo, and that's our Stroud area, so he's going to be there for a while and forage his way through the grass. Now, for Douglas, that is his safe spot. We did a lot of training in this area where he's at right now, and that's what we wanted. If he did get a bit lost and he couldn't make his way into the Crocodile, he knows exactly where to land. Unfortunately, we did that training a bit too well, so now he wants to stay there, and it is pretty close to the Crocodile. So you guys are going to have to listen to me ramble on a bit longer. Team of bird crew, they just secured Douglas so we can actually move on to the show.
Hey guys, this is my best mate, Tallow, and she's a beautiful yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Now, not only can she fly from point to point, just like all our other birds, but she can also fly from person to person. And we would love to demonstrate that for you today. However, I will need an adult volunteer from out in the audience. So come on guys, who wants to meet her? I'm gonna need so much more excitement. Come on guys, who wants to meet her? Yeah. You were up straight away, you had your hands up. You weren't doing a dance though, there were some people doing it. There we go, alright, you burnt it. Now what I'm gonna get you to do is if you can pull me out a $5 note or any note from your wallet. Does anyone around him have a $5 he can take? Now, I do hear some laughter, but Taylor actually does need this note because she doesn't know this person. So we've trained her to fly to an everyday common object, which lucky for me happens to be $5. You've even got 10, that's even better. Alright, so what I'm going to get you to do is fold that note in half for me. Yeah, and in half one more time, so it's like a little rectangle. Now place it loosely between 2 fingers and hold your arms straight out to the side with the note facing the sky. No, hands flat. There we go, alright. Tallow should see this note and know exactly where to fly to. What's this? It's a New Zealand. I can't use this. Alright. Now, looks like I'm going to have to book a flight to New Zealand, so I'm going to need more money. This time Australian currency would be best. So a New Zealand flight is a lot of money, so I might have to take a credit card. You all want to give me your credit because you've got money either way. We are only kidding. We will get this money back to you because I can't spend it. So did you want to stand up for me? Place one arm out. Actually, Taylor did a really good job. We're going to test your skills. You're going to place both your arms out. Now flap really hard and fly down and grab it. You danced at the beginning. You can do a little flap. That is beautiful. I love it. For that, I'll give you your money back. So just one arm out with your palm facing up. Tallo's going to return this via air mail. Once she places that note in the palm of your hand, close a few fingers. Thank you very much. That was Tallo, my amazing yellow-tailed black cockatoo. Oh, well done, Tallo. What a little superstar. Now it's time to meet some
Hello's best mates. Check out some of our gorgeous baby parrots. Now these cheeky birds, they're really social in the world and have a unique pull. If you keep your eyes and ears open, you might be lucky enough to spot some of these beautiful birds flying around Australia.
But now I would love to introduce the speed demons of the bird world, our rainbow and red colour rockets! As they're part of the favourite food item of the fastest animal on the planet, the peregrine falcon. Now, all of our Australian neighbours, they do rely heavily on the bush for food and for shelter. So please remember, no bush, no birds.
Out into the main arena. Now, Bluey is a very interesting croc. He's a young male. He's really in the prime of his life. He's not quite a really big, bulky boy. He's still got quite a bit of speed behind him, and he is renowned for giving you a bit of a run for your money on land. But today, we really want to teach you how to stay safe in crocodile territory by showcasing completely natural behaviour. Everything that you see here today, this is exactly what crocodiles will be doing in the wild. The only difference is you've got this nice clear water, so you can see every little movement that he makes underwater. As he comes out, you get to watch him stalking, watch him plant his feet. If you look closely on the big screen, you'll see as he opens his eyes, every little detail. And that's because Dad designed this to have clear water. Now, when you're up in Northern Australia, that's Cape York, all the way across through Darwin, the Northern Territory, over into Western Australia, anywhere up there, that is crocodile territory. And if you're lucky enough to visit Northern Australia, you're going to be coexisting with crocs. And you don't find crocodiles in waterways like this. They very rarely going to be found in clear water. It's mostly deep, dark, dirty water. And that is the secret to the crocodile's survival, is by hunting using camouflage. So you don't really have the luxury of being able to have a little look and go, oh yeah, no crocodiles in here, and have a dip. It's just not how it works. You have to have a lot of respect for the crocodile's territory. That is the water. We can't just jump into any waterway and recreate, because there could be a crocodile in there. And we're going to show you what happens if you were to do that. Now, as Bluey makes his way out, I'm going to enter the danger zone, which is about that 3 or 4 metres from the water's edge. That's the strike zone with a croc. And then the ultimate danger zone is to jump in the water with a croc. Not a good idea. But Mum's not here today, so let's do it. Now, as Bluey comes out, you'll notice he doesn't make a ripple on the surface. I've got my brother-in-law Chandler there backing me up, and he's starting to actually really key into the vibrations I send out. Notice there, it's all about camouflage. He lines up for the perfect strike. He's angry today, and now that he's really angry, he's all yours, Chandler. Oh. Thanks, Robert. Oh, Bluey, you're getting funny today. Come on, Bluey. Got some KFC for you. Come on. Oh man, you make me nervous, Bluey. Now this is almost scarier than if you came running out like that. Look up here, Bluey. Look up here. Nice work. There's your food. Woo! Good boy. Give it up for Bluey, everyone. Wasn't that awesome? Alright, now let's see if you can get Robert. Alright, that's a great idea. Come on, Robert. Hey, boy. What do you reckon? Oh, good boy. Alright, now we're going to try and show you another strike from the water's edge here with Bluey. Now he's a smart cookie, Bluey. He knows what he's doing. So he's just trying to kind of play the game. But if he wants to, Bluey can hit incredibly hard and fast. In one solid motion, he can hit that back fence there, literally in one go. Hey Bluey, come here boy. Hey boy. Oh, he's being funny today. Up here, Bluey. Stop looking at my legs, Bluey. Here, come back in your water. Let's see if we can show you a really good strike here with Bluey. Come on, mate. Good boy. Now, crocodiles, again, it's all about camouflage, it's all about the stalk. You're good to go that way, Chandler. It's all about the stalk. Now, a crocodile will line up for a strike, and they'll pop their little eyes just above the surface. They'll have a little look, and they only expose, here you go, a little bit of their body. Oh, he's being so funny today. Now, Bluey's playing this really cool game called Come Closer. Sweet game, but you only play it once. Hey, big boy. Now, this is really good because you get to see some wild behaviour. Notice how Bluey's not just launching out the water 100 miles an hour. No, he's waiting for the perfect moment. And this is more like what you'll see a wild crocodile doing. They're not just going to come out, teeth glaring, 100 miles an hour. That's not how they work. Good mate, good mate. Oh, not yet. I'll let you know, pick your moment, go. Hey, big boy. Now we're going to try and get him set up. Real good strike here. Okay, you're good, mate. Boy, Bluey. Here he comes. He's lined up. He's going to have a little look. Come on, big boy. Come on, Bluey. Come on, Bluey. Oh, good boy. Up here, mate. Good hit. Here you go, Bluey. Here you go, big boy. Oh. Now notice there, once Bluey's on land, he's not as inclined to put on that strike. Here you go. Whoa. Up here, mate. Up here, mate. Now I want to give him this little piece of fish here. There, he got it. Good boy, Blue. Give it up for Blue. Now, what I want to stress here is, I mean, you can see I'm working in close proximity with this crocodile, but even still, he's not launching out of the water trying to eat me. He just wants to come out, defend his territory, get a piece of food. Now, it just goes to show crocs aren't out to get you. They're not trying to hunt you down and kill you. You just don't want to follow, you just don't want to break these simple rules rather. Chandler's going to show you another really interesting tactic the crocs will use to catch their prey.
Yeah, so this is a natural behavior crocodiles use in the wild. Bluey's keen for it. It's called a tail wall. Nice work, Bluey. Now that enables them to grab a bird mid-flight, something overhanging the water, and Bluey's showing us exactly why you never want to climb out on a tree overhanging the water when you're in crocodile territory. So there could be a croc doing this. Come on, Bluey. One more for you. One more. You can do it. Oh, you make me nervous, Bluey. I think he's looking at the big piece of food, not the sausage in my hand. Come on, Bluey, I got a little vitamin sausage for you. Straight from Bunnings.
Try getting closer, Chandler.
Yeah, thanks, Robert. Come on, Bluey. Nice work, Bluey. Give it up, Bluey, everyone. That was awesome.
Come on here, Blue. So, here, come on, big boy. You want some KFC? Come on, mate. All right, now we're going to try and show you another strike here with Bluey. And this really, I want to show you his top speed on land. Now, you'll notice here, even a big croc like Bluey, he's not really built for speed out on land. In the water, it's a different story. Notice there, he pops up, he has a little look, he only reveals eyes, nose, and ears, only a couple centimeters above the surface of the water. And then, as soon as he feels a splash, he'll come over, have a look, and then he'll submerge. When he's keen on catching something, he will actually completely submerge and wants to be camouflaged once again. See, just like that. Now watch what happens here. Have a look. When I enter the water and I stamp my feet, it kind of pops up and has a look. It's all about vibrations. Now, when he goes back underwater here, he's relying solely on the vibrations that I send out, as if I was a little animal approaching the side of the water. And when he pops up, he shows his eyes. Come on, big boy. He has a little strike, but have a look. I'm easily moving backwards quicker than Bluey can come forwards. Yeah, give it up for him, mate. He's me a legend. And have a look at what he does. He just wants to get straight back into the water. He doesn't want to sit out here and eat his food. He wants to take it back into the confines of the water because that's where he's comfortable. That's where he's happy. Now, we'll give him a second here and you'll watch. What he'll do is he'll actually raise his head up out of the water. He'll counterbalance with his tail and he'll swallow that
completely whole. Crocodiles can't actually chew. They have to swallow an animal whole, or if it's too big, they'll lift it out and they'll break big chunks off. But what we really want to show you here, by showing this natural behaviour, first of all, we want to give Bluey a really good day. We're giving him the food he'd be eating in the wild, we're letting him exhibit all this wild behaviour, but at the same time, we can show you what to do and what not to do in croc territory. Now, if you're to stay at least 4 to 5 metres back from the water's edge, you're going to be avoiding the strike from the quickest, biggest crocodile, no worries at all. And then, it's just using common sense. Don't go swimming in crocodile territory, don't overhang the water in croc territory, just follow these simple rules and you'll be just fine. If we can minimise the conflict between humans and crocs, of course we'll be protecting ourselves and our own health and safety, but we'll also be doing a great thing for crocodile conservation. Every time there's any kind of attack, people just want them dead. They want to kill out all the crocodiles, just get rid of them all. And that just doesn't fix anything. It creates a horrible false sense of security for the area that you've culled in, and it destroys the environment. These guys are at the top of the food chain. This is the most important keystone species in their environment, and if you just kill them out en masse, you are going to destroy the environment. So by being safe in crocodile territory, we can actually ensure the future for an absolute Australian icon. And I think we should feel a lot of pride having crocodiles here in Australia. They're just amazing. I mean, look at that. Bluey doesn't want anything to do with me. He just wants to go off and eat his tucker all alone. So, pretty clear that crocs aren't out to get you. You don't need to fear them. We got to love them and celebrate them and just use a little bit of common sense. Good on you, Blue. Isn't he cool? I love this crocodile. Oh, mate. Well, tell you what, it's a pretty exciting time for us at Australia Zoo. Of course, we've got the Crococene where we're standing now. This was Dad's dream. It's all about continuing Dad's legacy, but we do have a really important new announcement to make on the subject of legacy. Isn't that right?
Yes, definitely. Now, Steve was so enthusiastic about reconnecting people with wildlife. He pioneered bringing all you guys here into the Crococene and experiencing crocs firsthand, and that's something he was passionate about in all aspects of Australia Zoo. Just recently, we achieved one of his dreams. We opened up a lodge, the Crocodile Hunter Lodge, right next door to Australia Zoo. It's the most immersive wildlife experience, all about reconnecting people with wildlife, and all profits raised go straight back into conservation, protecting animals just like Bluey out in the wild. It's something really exciting, something Steve was so passionate about. And we have a little video to show you guys all about it.
We're proud to be welcoming guests to the Crocodile Hunter Lodge. This stunning luxury accommodation was Dad's dream to open, and it means the world to continue the work he was so passionate about. The Crocodile Hunter Lodge is also home to our world-class restaurant, Warrior. We're excited to share a taste of local and native ingredients